In the heart of New York City, where sophistication meets hustle, and every drink tells a story, there's one name that keeps echoing through the bars, lounges, and private gatherings of those who truly appreciate whiskey. That name is Maker's Mark. For decades, this bourbon has quietly built a cult following among New Yorkers, especially those over 40. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it's timeless. Because in a city that never sleeps, people value something that feels real. Something that feels crafted, not manufactured. Maker's Mark is that whiskey. Handmade in Loretto, Kentucky, each bottle is still sealed with its signature red wax, a mark of authenticity that hasn't changed since the 1950s. And that's the first thing New Yorkers love: heritage. When you live in a city that reinvents itself every day, a touch of tradition feels like luxury. But let's talk taste. Unlike many bourbons that burn harshly on the tongue, Maker's Mark is smooth, rich, and full-bodied, with notes of caramel, vanilla, and toasted oak. It's approachable, yet complex, much like the people of New York themselves. Perfect for sipping after a long day, sharing at a rooftop bar, or gifting during the holidays. Ask any true whiskey lover in Manhattan or Brooklyn, and they'll tell you, Maker's Mark isn't just a drink, it's a statement. It says, you've arrived. You've lived enough to know quality when you taste it. And you don't need a label screaming luxury, because real class whispers. That's why people over 40 connect so deeply with Maker's Mark. They grew up watching bourbon go from being a Southern specialty to a national symbol of craftsmanship. And they've stayed loyal because Maker's Mark never chased trends. It stayed consistent, authentic, and human, just like their own stories. If you visit some of New York's classic bars, like the Flatiron Room, Fine and Rare, or the Dead Rabbit, you'll likely find Maker's Mark sitting proudly behind the counter. Not because it's the most expensive bottle, but because it's the most trusted one. The red wax seal isn't just decoration, it's a reminder that every drop inside was made with patience and care. Every bottle hand-dipped, every batch small enough to matter. That's the spirit New Yorkers respect. And beyond the taste, there's something emotional about it. A glass of Maker's Mark can take you back to a simpler time, a familiar bar, an old friend, a long conversation. It's not just about drinking, it's about connecting. So, the next time you're in New York, sitting at a quiet corner bar while the city hums outside, order a glass of Maker's Mark. Take a sip. Feel that warmth spreading through you. It's the taste of craftsmanship, the comfort of tradition, and the spirit of a city that never compromises. Because some things in life, like a good whiskey, only get better with time. And Maker's Mark proves it. One pour at a time.